So I went to transplant this beautiful spider plant into this 5-gallon over here from this net pot. And this is why net pots are the best of times and the worst of times. I mean, look at these beautiful roots, but now, unfortunately, I'm gonna kill so much of them to get them out. But I think I'm gonna do my best here. I was hoping, if this had been in an all plastic pot, I would have been able to just pop this out and pop it in. There would have been a lot of root bound, swirling on the flip side, right? So maybe they would never have been this beautiful. That's why, again, best of times, worst of times. I'm gonna try to dump the media out over the soil. I'm gonna, again, try to preserve this foliage. So that's where I'm gonna try to keep really in place. Let's see how we can do it. And I mean, man, these guys are in here. And that's the thing, right? Like sometimes like ripping off some of the root on the outside will prevent the inner roots.
Should we cut the pot?
You know what I think I'm gonna do, actually? I'm feeling it. I'm gonna rip the big guys off, unfortunately, because otherwise I could feel it cracking on the inside. And I think if I get enough off, it'll, wow, it is.
So the roots grow through the little holes of the net pots and then become too big to go back out.
Exactly. And so unfortunately, I think the best thing I can do is rip the outsides off of the roots, because otherwise I can feel myself like ripping. And so as much as, it's funny, my first suggestion was to slice around the inside, and I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get the tool for that. I was looking for a smooth blade where I could try to cut around the inside, and let's give this a try. I mean, this is overkill, it's a machete, but it's what I happen to have. But then, I mean, maybe this is helping. It's kind of, I feel I'm cutting that wall off. That seems to be actually really working, funny enough. So keep the blade away from me, point away. Let's see how this goes. This isn't perfect, right? Perfect would have been get it out before the roots were exploding over the sides. But then again, that's why I did so well, so. Yeah. And it's funny, I will make this look beautiful, but the real question will be about 3 weeks from now, right? If I don't see new growth, what I'm worried I'll see instead is, and then I'm gonna use my hands, let's see. I don't want it to rip them out, the plants out, So what I don't want to happen is for the roots to rip right here, right? I want to preserve as much of the root right around the base. And I'm so worried if I give these guys too much of a pull, there's still a bunch tied off. I'll just. Pull that off. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Still stuck a little. Ooh, wow.
Wow.
That's a good looking root.
Wow.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Wow.
Cool. We're doing it. Yay. Okay.
Can you say a little bit about why you don't break up the root ball? You move the entire...
I've messed with it enough to see like the roots they don't seem happy. Like they'll break themselves up now. They'll figure their ways out. I've just seen, if I leave it like this, my hunch is they will transplant, they'll do all right. If I started ripping this apart, I've killed plants before. I've never had it go well personally. Definitely in the comments, let me know if you have done the opposite and you prefer breaking up the root balls and it goes well for you. I'd love to know how you do it. Every time it just hasn't gone as well. It's just leaving.
Mother Nature does a better job of untangling.
Yeah, they know what to do. So I'm just gonna fill in on this. Actually, Mandy, you're so good at this part. Can I switch cameras?
You know
with you?
it.
Yes, and this is where Mandy's expertise really come in.
I love this part.
I mean, look at these beautiful flowers. This is gonna be so pretty.
This is gorgeous.
Somebody's gonna love this.
Do you want to say what's on the bottom of this, Matt? What soil you put at the bottom?
This is our mix of soils.
Got some biochar in there, some rice hulls, a bunch of cocoa, some perlite, really quality potting mix, all sorts of good stuff.
Beautiful.
All right, she's ready to go to the shop, and I am so glad we left her as one giant plant. As you probably could tell when Matt was pulling her out of the net pot, she's actually multiple separate plants. and we could have easily broken her up and put her in a bunch of pots. But what a showstopper she is in this 5-gallon pot. I can't wait to put her out for sale. Oh, what a stunner. She's gorgeous. Look at all these babies. All right, she's for sale.
She's looking good, but definitely a little beat up. I'm gonna expect her foliage will start moving upward and centering. You might notice though that we did put all of the flowering and the shoots on one side. Naturally, you know, if you got it against a wall or on a shelf, there's gonna be one side where you want all the flow to concentrate, and that's what we've done here. She's gonna be beautiful when she perks up in a day or two, and if not, I'll keep my eye on her. If it seems like we've taken too much root mass off and I start seeing wilting, what I'll wind up doing is I'll move her out back into a really humid greenhouse we have back there. So that way her roots have enough moisture until enough root matter develops to support all this beautiful flowering mass that she's created. So I guess it looks like it's time for me to wash my hands. Until next time, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much.